loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how I achieved this natural beat look, and I just called it that because I ended up putting a little bit more makeup than I usually would for my everyday makeup routine, which I thought this would be. But yeah, so I just put on moisturizer after I washed my face because you want to make sure your face is moisturized, especially if you have dry skin like me. And as you can tell, I already started doing my eyebrows, but I'm just taking the Spiked by MAC eyebrow pencil, and I'm just taking light strokes, or just doing like small strokes just to get that natural look. But you can do whatever you want to achieve the brow look that you're looking for. After I finish with my brow pencil, I like to go in and clean up my brows, and I'm just using my eye primer that I have. You can use your concealer, which would probably be better than an eye primer, but this is what I use. I like it a lot. I forgot what brand it was, but yeah, so that's what I'm just doing, just cleaning up my brows with it with a little brush. And also, if you want, you can go all the way around your brow with it. But if you want a more natural look, I would say just stay on the bottom. So if you like the halo effect, you can do that. But if you do the halo effect, then I would suggest blending it in really good, and then you could just blend it in with your foundation so you don't have that ring around your brows. Okay, right here I'm having a little problem with focusing the camera because I'm still trying to figure that part out. But I'm just taking my primer and I'm spraying it all over my sponge applicator, and that's just so it can make it easier for you when you put on your foundation. So it'll help you spread it out more evenly across your face, just for a more even and easier application. And so I'm just using that sponge applicator to also, sponge applicator, what do you call it again? I forgot what you call those things. But yeah, just to blend out my, the highlight around my brows. Also, it's better to do your eyeshadow before you do your foundation, just so you could be able to clean up all the fallout afterwards. But either way, it's fine because you could just go back and clean up all the fallout with your foundation, with your sponge or whatever you use. Okay, next I'm taking the Paint Pot by MAC, and it is in the color Soft Ochre, and I'm just going to apply that to my eyes, blend it in with my finger, and continue to blend it out with the sponge that I use for my foundation. taking my Morphe palette and I'm taking one of the light colors and using that as my base color on my eyelid. Next, I'm taking a little bit of a darker shade and I'm going to use that in the crease of my eyes so I can start adding depth to my eyelids. And next, I'm taking a shade darker than the color that I just used and applying that to my crease to add more depth. So you just basically start from light and move towards darker colors. And then make sure you blend it very well. And then you can clean up all the excess eyeshadow after you're finished. And you can even use tape on the side of your eyelids if you want a cleaner look, or you can just clean it up with the with your makeup remover wipe, as I'm doing right there. Okay, next I'm taking my Ulta contour makeup palette and I'm just using that for eyeshadow too, because you can also use, you know, your contour and your bronzers to give you that extra depth in your eyes as well. It doesn't always have to be eyeshadow. And then I'm taking my very dirty what's this called, Naked 2 palette, and I'm just using the what is it, the booty call, and I'm just putting that in the corner of my eyes to brighten them up. Okay, and here's when I get my foundation and I go back and clean up the fallout from the eyeshadow and just to brighten up under my eyes again. Next, I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Pure Beige, I believe, and I'm just highlighting my cheeks, my chin, my nose, and the top of my forehead. You see I got the little Wi-Fi signals going on, and under my nose or around it as well. And then I'm going to go back and blend it in with the sponge. Okay, next I'm taking MAC's Prep and Prime highlighter and I'm just doing the same areas as I did the concealer. And this is just to get that extra bright look to my face. Because, you know, if you want that beat face, honey, you gotta have that highlight. Okay? Okay, now I'm gonna get my Ulta contour kit and I'm gonna take that back and start to contour my face. And they actually have a little guide on what colors to use to contour your face, so that was pretty cool. So I will definitely put that in the link below, because I think this was probably the best and easiest way for me to contour my face so far. And so then I'm gonna just, you know, contour my nose and all the areas that I like to give more depth and perception to. And I'm gonna put that on the bridge of my nose as well, and just make sure that I blend it out really well. Okay, next I'm taking the Midnight Luxury Powder, and I'm going to use that to set my concealer. And I'm using my blender brush for this, my blender sponge for this. And I'm just applying that to all the areas that I put the concealer. And also I put it under my contour on the sides of my my cheeks. And then I let that bake, because you know you gotta let it bake, honey, on 350 degrees, you know, preferably. So you know, you just want to keep that on there for a little bit, and then you know, brush it off and make sure it's all nice and blended in, because you know, you gotta get it all nice and blended in, honey, because it's important to blend and blend. Next, I'm taking the NYX Illuminator highlighting powder in the color Ritualistic, and I'm applying to the areas of my face where the light hits it, which will be my cheekbones, my nose, and above my brow bone and my chin. Okay, next I'm just taking a NYX lip gloss, which is temporary because my favorite lip gloss is definitely Moth Flame by MAC. Like, that is my go-to lip gloss because it lasts so much longer. Like, it's the best lip gloss ever. And last but not least, I set my face with the Pep and Prime Spray by MAC. So this is the finished look, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this, and I hope to have more videos soon, so God bless.